How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the No Time to Explain podcast, episode 10. Ooh, we made it. 10 episodes. 2 digit number. We finally made it, so thank you guys for the support.
Awesome.
Allowing us to have 10. Why are you laughing?
No reason.
It's just serious.
He didn't think we would actually make it this 10.
We thought we would flop already.
So
I mean, we are flopping, but that's fine. But, so yeah, episode 10. So we're just going to jump right into it. We got some good stuff planned for you guys today. Special surprise at the end involving the game, but you'll see. Starting with our national holidays of the day. Today is Saturday.
Hold up.
Dude, we didn't
even. Okay, hold up. First of all, I want to talk about we have Heiko on as not
Back.
actually like
That's
a
true,
feature.
yeah. Well, I'm just
But
so
we
excited to
actually
be
have
here.
him,
So he's usually our background guy, but today, occasionally, we kind of let him come on. So today he's going to be on with us.
Yeah, we
I'm
allow
usual,
you.
Yeah, we.
I'm the usual camera and sound guy, but they let me on for today. Just to talk about some of the topics.
Yes.
He's been on
They usually
before.
don't
You guys
let me on here.
Yeah.
You know who he is.
already
He's
know.
been here before. But, so yeah, Heiko's here. And national holidays. Today is Saturday, April 9th. Happy Easter weekend.
Ooh.
Easter is tomorrow.
It's actually today.
Oh, yeah.
Technically, it is today.
You're right. It's 12:41, so happy Easter.
Late
Easter
podcast
done.
tonight.
Happy
Yeah.
Easter, everybody. Thank you, Jesus. All right. National holidays. So, yes, we have Easter weekend. And then we have Baby Massage Day.
Okay.
Ooh.
Give your baby
Right?
a massage.
So, technically, these are actually from yesterday's national holidays.
Oh,
Wait,
man.
what?
Why'd you look at me? Why did you look at me? It
All right.
Okay,
Anyways,
yeah.
proceed.
Technically, there's a Saturday, April 8th, because we started late, but not the point. So, God. Okay, so Baby Massage Day. Draw a bird day.
Draw
so
a bird
go ahead,
day,
you
dude.
artists, draw a bird or something. I don't know. Catch and
Yeah,
release
that's what
day,
I
which
do.
shows appreciation to those who practice the catch and release method while fishing.
Dude, that sounds okay. I'm thinking of some like rich people stuff, dude. Like where they capture people and then hunt them down or
I mean,
something.
like when you put people on an island,
Yeah.
specific island.
Okay.
I think of like Hungry Games type stuff.
Like,
dude.
Okay then.
Anyway, it's National Dog Fighting Awareness Day. So
Michael Vick.
Michael Vick.
Michael Vick, thank you.
Count your days, Michael. We're aware
It's
of you.
but this one's great. National Empanada Day.
Gotta
love your empanadas. If you've ever had Mr. Is it Mr.
Mr. Empanada.
Mr. Empanada?
It's so
I've
good.
I think it's
So
Mr. Empanada.
I'm not that.
I don't know.
Diverse.
You need that. You
It's
have
so
Mr.
good.
Empanada. It's really
I actually
good.
think I have,
Is it like
but
a
I just
local,
don't
like-
really
It-
miss
yeah,
it.
it's pretty close to here actually.
It's by my. Unless we're not having the same one, but there's one by my house.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
So
If
like
you've never
a
had
It's
it,
by
chain
the-
or like a chain or like
It's
it's
a
a small
franchise.
chain,
Okay.
I think.
It's
right?
a franchise.
Franchise?
Yeah.
I don't know how big it is. I don't think it's.
They
big,
usually
but-
do more catering stuff, but they have
Yeah.
that's cool.
Anyway, so yeah, National Empanada Day. If you've never had empanada, go try one. They're great. And last but not least, we have Trading Cards for Grown-Ups Day. So
Trading cards for grown-ups day. Okay.
What? Oh,
Yeah.
oh.
So if
okay.
you're a grown-up and you trade cards,
Me.
this day's for you. So did you guys ever trade? Did you guys?
I have not traded. Well, I mean, maybe Pokemon cards, dude.
No, you have
Pokemon?
not touched
No, yeah, yeah.
Pokemon
I
cards.
did
You've
when I was younger. When I was younger, I did because that was a popular thing.
What color's Pikachu?
Yellow.
And
Everybody knows that
And-
though. You don't even need to
and
know.
What
Pokemon.
color is Squirtle?
I don't know.
Okay,
dude.
yeah.
Like what? Like blue?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You got
no,
it.
Ray, got
Yeah,
it.
see, I know a little bit. I
He's
know
not
a
a
little bit.
casual, man.
I didn't collect cards, but I remember my grandpa gave me like a huge, those like cookie tins that
Yeah.
you put
Oh,
sewing
yeah,
stuff
yeah,
in.
yeah.
I had one of those but bigger,
Yeah.
and it was
Just
full.
full of you.
I have
full baseball
I have
cards.
one. Yeah, dude. I literally have the same thing. I have one full of just baseball cards.
Bro.
But those are from my dad, though. My dad started collecting them, and then I started adding to it.
Interesting.
Yeah, that trading card stuff is like a rabbit hole. You
Yeah.
can
I'm waiting to
see.
get older and then try to take those
Yeah.
somewhere and see how much
Right.
value they have.
Yeah.
So
Like
we'll see.
some of them might be worth like thousands of dollars.
I don't even know. They're old cards too, like old.
I actually was like dabbling in it like a couple weeks ago. I signed up for a raffle to get a rookie signed Trevor Lawrence football card.
Dang.
It was like a raffle. Like if you won the raffle, you get to pay $100 to get it, but the actual value is around like $1,600.
Yeah.
And that's just right now with Trevor Lawrence just now budding into like a star.
That's crazy.
Like imagine at the end of his career how much that would be. Like that's just like
That's
the
already a
value of that
$1,500
stuff.
profit.
Exactly. Like the value of that stuff is just like so crazy, especially like the Pokemon cards, like Logan Paul's like
Charmander,
$200
PSA 10.
Yeah, like that's crazy.
That's crazy.
It's just,
I mean,
it's bad.
I've never been like. I wish I could get into card trading and all that stuff, but it's just so expensive. Like, have you ever gone to Target and gone to the card section and you like just look at all the cards and like $10 for one pack? You're like, bruh.
Yeah.
Like, I don't have the money for that. But yeah, national holidays of the day. Those are them. Moving on to the news of the week. Well, actually, before we move on to the news of the week, how about the news from your week? How's everyone's week starting? Let's start with Heiko.
Okay, I mean, nothing really notable has happened in my life. Besides one thing, I'm actually down 7 pounds. Cause I started a diet
Let's go.
for like Lent, and I was like, might as well just keep it up. And now I lost 7 pounds in like 30 something days, which
That's
is like,
awesome.
That's valid.
It's a lot for me to be
Yeah.
honest, because I was up at like 160, like 5'2", 160 is crazy first of all, but now I'm down like 153. I just told them like before we started filming that I want to try to get down to 140. But that's like a lot more dieting, like going into.
We'll get them there.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think I'll get there.
hopefully I get there by the end of the year.
Yeah.
That's
I think
basically
it'll
it for me.
What about no? You went to the international whatever the food place.
Oh
was in
yeah,
Alamo.
there's an international food truck thing. I don't even know what the whole
It was at Tampa
name
Premium,
was.
right?
Yeah, it was at Tampa Premium Outlets. It was just for the weekend, like last weekend I think. Yeah,
Mhm.
and it was just a bunch of good food. We had taiyaki, which is like a fish shaped pancake.
You brought for us
dessert thingy.
tonight, right?
Yeah, I made some. I know how to make them now.
Yeah.
And then I brought some here, and then I think I had birria tacos. Those were
Dude.
so good.
What are
So
those?
yes.
So
What? You
What?
got a
I
burrito
don't- I
taco?
don't know.
Oh my
What-
gosh.
what-
My freaking my friend was just talking before you guys came in. He was talking about that. He was like
He was
saying
there?
you guys have to like have those. I don't know. He went to Trader Joe's
okay.
or something and had them there. But
Burrito tacos? So you've never had one?
I don't
Okay.
think I have.
What
Here's
are
what
they?
you need to do. You need to go drive to St. Pete, right?
Yeah.
No, okay, listen,
What?
listen.
Go drive to Miami.
No, okay, but they sell
And-
them at Vallartas. Okay, they sell them
Okay.
there.
Vallartas? Bro,
Yeah.
that's like
They
you can
started
go, like,
selling them
anywhere
there.
here.
I know they're good there, but I'm saying if you want really good ones, go to this place called Grumpy Gringos in St. Pete.
Grumpy Gringos.
It's a
That's great
small
name.
little restaurant. You go
It's
in there
easy.
and oh my god, they're so good.
I'll
I'll have to try
So if
that
you're in
too.
St. Pete, go to Grumpy Gringos. You're not gonna regret it. Get the burrito tacos. I mean, anything you get there is gonna be good. But every time I've gone there, I've gotten burrito tacos because they're just that good. So
Aside from those, I had I tried my first hand at like Polish food. It was like a Polish sausage with
Polish
like,
sausage.
It's like kielbasa or something like that. So
Yeah.
it was, I don't know, but it was so gas. I had like sauerkraut with it. You're supposed to put sauerkraut, like
Is
ketchup
sauerkraut
and-
good?
No. I hate
Okay.
I still don't like it. I
Wow,
tried
you were
it.
talking about that with me.
Yeah, but I don't like it. It's sour. Obviously,
It's
sour.
It's just a little kraut.
It's a little crowdy.
but like, I guess I get the point of it. Like it's such a savory flavor of the sausage that you need to like wash it with like sauerkraut. But
Yeah. Is it like a palate like neutralizer?
I don't really know, to be honest. It was just a sausage on a bed of sauerkraut. So there's hella sauerkraut.
Have
and
you ever
then
had
just
sauerkraut?
Maybe. I mean,
When you taste, it's a distinct taste.
I've
You
probably
can't really
not.
describe it.
probably
Yeah.
not. I mean, Logan's family's part Polish, so I've had Polish sausage and stuff, but I don't think I've ever had sauerkraut.
Yeah.
But what else? I had something from my country of origin, the Philippines. It's called lechon kawali. It's like a pork rind thingy. It's like
Mhm.
fry it like just a step before like chicharron, basically.
Ooh.
And it's so good. It's like crunchy on the outside, super soft in the middle, and you
Yeah.
you pair that with rice.
That does
That
sound
sounds
good.
Get
Yeah.
out of here, bro! It's so good. Yeah, it's so unhealthy though.
I can only
Probably
imagine.
the same with like birria tacos.
Yeah,
but-
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
I would say burrito tacos. I mean, they have like it's meat. I don't know. Yeah, you probably.
and like a whole like bucket of like whatever that sauce is. It's
It's
so
cheese.
good.
Oh,
I don't
you mean the sauce that they give you for burrito?
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. It's like that.
It's like the red, like.
Yeah,
dark
I don't know what it
red
is.
sauce.
But you take that sauce and then you have a cheese sauce next to it. And it already has cheese in it, but you dump both of them and you. So good.
Yeah. Other than that, and then the whole weight thing, that's the only notable moments in my
entire life.
in between my last appearance and now.
No, but like the food truck thing is actually fire though. I wish I would have gone.
Yeah,
I didn't even know what it was.
To be honest, it was at 10 free minutes. I just told you
know.
guys.
I was driving to the gym and I saw it on the sign. I was like, hey, that's pretty cool. And then I saw it was last week. I was like, okay.
Yeah, it was pretty packed. It was a fun experience. Besides the fact it was like 95 degrees outside, not a cloud in the sky.
That sounds awful.
Yeah. How about you, Samson?
Same old same. I mean, just not really, just grinding out. You know how it is with the college students around this time. Spring semester coming to an end, but
You have like 2 weeks left.
yeah,
It's the
That's
worst
crazy.
2 weeks
yeah,
too.
it is
though.
wild. Yeah, that's when they start throwing projects out at you out of nowhere. But just trying to get through those, and can't wait for summer, to be honest.
Yeah.
But
You're gonna have classes during the summer too, though.
oh yeah.
How many?
I
are you
mean,
taking
at least
this
I'll get
summer?
like 15 something days off. But till then,
How many are you taking in the summer? How many classes?
I'm taking two
Taking
labs, and one class.
class?
I'm taking survey of jazz.
The easiest class.
Survey of
Survey
jazz.
of
Yeah,
jazz.
that's the
I looked at
easiest
the
class.
class
Yeah,
length,
yeah.
and it's like a month. The month,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
literally like nothing.
Yeah.
Wait, survey
That's
of jazz, like
Yes.
music jazz.
Yeah.
It's an
It's
easy,
literally the
easy
easiest
3,000 and
course,
up course of all time.
Have you
Yeah.
taken
And that's
it
like
yet?
a.
Yeah, no, I didn't, but my girlfriend did.
You gotta take it. Like if
It's
you need
K,
like
man.
and you need something to hold you over.
It's for a
like,
requirement. Like
It's
No,
a
it's a-
3,000.
it's an
If you
elective.
need a
It's an
3,000 and
elective.
up
It's an
class
easy elective for an A.
for credits for 3,000 up.
I think
that.
Yeah,
I
and I
never
think it
got
checks
one of
one of your
those.
boxes for your degree works.
Yeah. But
not
yeah.
mine.
But yeah.
I wish.
No, I'm taking organic chemistry lab 2 and genetics lab as well. But yeah, survey jazz on top of that. But that'll be nothing.
Yeah.
But
And I wish.
Sorry
I gotta
about that.
I take Diffie Qs.
Over the
If
summer?
you're a math person, you know what that is. But at USF, it's mod analysis, which is like the more computer-based version of it. It's just math, kind of like on crack a little bit. So I gotta do that. That's until July. That goes from the
yeah.
I get a week off and then it starts, and then I go till July, and then I have my internship as well.
Wow.
So I'll be
You got your
crying.
hands full. But yeah, that was it for my week. Just chilling. But what about you, Hunter?
Yes.
Did anything crazy happen this week?
I mean, you guys saw John Wick, but we'll talk about that
That
later.
was a
that was
collective
the
whole,
main
yeah.
big thing that happened. Other than that, I found out that I'm going on I'm going on a cruise in September.
Oh,
Where?
Nice.
I don't even know, but I know it's on the cruise. Listen, my parents don't tell me that stuff. They just
That's
tell
part
me
of the
we're going on a
surprise.
cruise.
It makes it more fun that
But
way.
I know it's 5 days, and I think it's Royal Caribbean,
Oh,
and
Nice. Yeah.
it's like September 14th. I think we're going, or 16th, one of the two.
Clutch.
Yeah,
For how long?
5 days.
5 days. Oh, shit.
Yeah, so it'll be a nice little getaway. It's not for a while, but still, it'll be
You
nice.
on Caribbean?
Royal Caribbean's dominant.
And
The best one.
yeah,
I've never been on a cruise. So.
Well,
I wanna
we'll
go.
take you on one.
I wanna
Maybe.
go.
Maybe
Oh,
you'll make it
God.
out the group chat.
Yeah, maybe
Exactly.
you'll actually go on a cruise.
Hey.
But right now, you can't even afford to buy podcast
Hey,
stuff.
okay. Listen.
personal.
We've been buying podcast stuff to improve the set.
Yes.
Listen, I'm the first one to bring something to the table. Literally, I brought the table, so I don't know.
Bro was literally the first one to bring it to the
I brought them today.
But yeah.
You can't, there's one right there. You
We
just
do
can't see
have
it.
the tables, but
No, yeah, we forgot to mention that. So we're gonna be making a few minor improvements.
oh
You're
yeah,
gonna
next
see,
week will be
next
crazy
week will
change.
definitely be a drastic difference. I mean,
Hopefully for the good.
yeah. I mean, I think it'll be a lot better for all four of us.
New mics. Maybe we'll have a new setup.
Yeah, we might. You'll see a few new things around. Hopefully.
There's already a new camera angle.
Yeah, I
You can tell.
know.
Well, I mean, we've had this camera before. We were just trying it
Yeah,
out.
we're
Camera
just
angle,
trying.
camera
We're
angle, man.
moving stuff around, trying different things.
Maybe we'll go shoot somewhere else.
Maybe
Perhaps.
we gotta look at the store still.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We should do that next week. So
Yeah.
maybe next week we'll have a whole new, not a whole.
Oh, I
we'll
think,
have a new
dude, I think we
mics
have
and a new
Nathan
place.
Roscoe on next week too.
Oh yeah, we do.
So we're gonna have next week's gonna be crazy.
That means we gotta.
Yeah.
We'll talk about it later, but we got a lot to do. But
we gotta make sure.
Yeah, I didn't. That's such like kind of bad timing for that. But whatever, it's fine.
it is what it is. We'll go with the flow. But what else? You're going on a cruise?
Nothing pretty much other than the movie, which we'll talk about in a minute. But
Yeah. For me, I mean, I had an exam 2 weeks ago for statics. That was a W, and then I had a physics exam this week that just passed, and a lot of people failed. Like the average was like
right.
the average. I think he said was like 9.75 out of 23. So what he does with that is he'll take the average amount and he'll curve it so the average is a C. I think I got 10, so I got like a 78. So I'm balling, I'm chilling. But that's about it, to be honest. I think what else? That's about it. I ain't got nothing new. Nothing new, just school, and it was a pretty chill week. So nothing too bad. Can't complain.
What's the first topic on the agenda for today?
So now, moving into news from the week, we're gonna shift gears to now. You guys can talk about John Wick. So they went to go see John Wick 4, new John Wick. I didn't go, so I don't have anything to say here. But
You need to
tell
watch
about
the
their
other ones
experience.
first, too.
Yeah, I need to watch the other ones. But you guys go ahead. You guys go ahead.
Spoiler alert for anybody watching.
Yeah, there's so
If
many.
you are watching, if you're watching right now and you have not watched John Wick 4 or you're planning on it, just skip to the timestamp.
And go watch it. Skip this and go watch it.
Skip the John Wick timestamp and go to the next timestamp and you'll be fine.
Yeah.
And then after you see the movie, come back and you can listen to this part.
Yeah.
But,
They're not going to do that.
I mean,
Who knows?
you never know. Maybe they want to hear our review, dude.
Yeah.
We have good reviews.
Yeah.
Guys.
We'll see.
All right.
But so where do you guys want to start off?
Well, we can talk about, I guess, first going there. So, I don't know if you guys heard about this place, but we went to this. Where did we go to eat? What's the place called?
Ooh, King of the
King of the Coop, dude.
My
That place
favorite
is
chicken
fire.
spot. Yeah,
That place was good,
King of the
dude.
Coop.
Although it took long to get our food, it was still good.
Well, even though there were like 2 workers in there.
But like,
Yeah.
dude, that even the sauce to the king sauce,
Yeah.
Where was this at?
it's right next to the movie.
Yeah, it's right next to
Where
the
did you go
B&B
see the
theater.
movie?
Over
The
here,
Grove Theaters.
right here at Grove.
Really?
Yeah.
King Coop?
It's like
King
a
of the
little
Coop.
corner
King of the Coop.
of it. You really,
It's like right
I
in
really
front.
can't notice it from the road.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to spot out.
Which like is not good for their like
Yeah,
advertising.
Probably
Advertising.
not, but
Yeah, it's honestly like
It's
the
by the
best
crates,
chicken
though?
spot. Yeah. It's
Yeah,
In the crates or by
it's like
It's right
at the
by it.
entrance.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So like you probably don't know, but Brooklyn Bagel. No. It's like right.
You know where Cracker Barrel is?
Yeah, Cracker
Okay.
Barrel.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so it's right around there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like
There.
like that Outback Cracker Barrel area.
And
Cracker
so
Barrel.
you know more history about it. So what did it start out as? King of the Coop?
Okay.
wasn't it
started
a,
off as a food truck.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
We actually met me and my dad. We went there for the first time. It was like a year and a half ago, I think. We went to this location where we ate at.
Mhm.
The owner was there. He told us about it. It used to be a food truck. He had at that point, I think he had 3 or 2 locations, and the one we went to was like one of the first ones.
Okay.
But yeah, he said he's trying to expand it. There's about like 4 locations now in Florida, I'm pretty sure, and only Florida.
Wow.
But it specializes in Nashville chicken, which is
Dang.
already so good, and
Yeah,
like
it
they
is.
just do it so well. Like as Hunter, like his first time there, he
It
loves
was
it.
good.
It's
And their
really
fries too. Their
good.
fries are good too.
Seasoned so well.
Yeah.
They're hot fries. Like
They remind me of Checkers fries a little bit.
Yeah. They
always
season them
Yeah,
things.
yeah.
It's always the
like,
small joints.
yeah.
Yeah, that's
Except opening the sauces was probably
yeah.
the
Oh
hardest
yeah,
part
we
of
were.
the whole entire-
that was a funny story. Yeah, we couldn't open them, so I brought out a plastic knife from the like little side thing they had. So I was like, Hunter, you just stab through
Yeah,
it.
started
And then he
stabbing
tried
it.
it, and he broke
And
the
it
knife.
literally broke
The seal broke the knife. I was like,
How
what?
was it that
Dude,
hard?
I don't.
Yeah,
know.
There-
we had to
I
use
don't
our
know.
It's
keys.
crazy. Yeah, but this one was not doing
Yeah.
that.
I think you guys had low IQ or something.
No, all 3 of us
Yeah.
couldn't open
Yeah,
it.
we had to use.
I got it. I pried it
Eventually,
open,
yeah,
but yeah,
eventually.
it took a minute for sure.
Yeah.
But it was a really good experience there, nonetheless.
Anyway, going back to the movie, so we went to B&B, right?
Yeah, B&B.
So like,
family owned, right?
it's family owned, yeah, and I feel like they're a chain more up north, right? I think.
Yeah.
Movie theater?
Yeah, and then they bought out Cobb, so now they're kind of like becoming like the new Cobb, I guess.
Yeah.
But
Wait, B&B, isn't that just what the Groves is? Is that
No.
Groves?
It's the new.
it's the new kind of like movie chain now.
It's not called Cobb Theater anymore.
It's not.
I know that, but it's called Groves, right?
Yeah, but Groves is that just what
That's
that
just the
area
name
is.
of it?
I think
That's what that
it's
area
like
is
just
called.
like
Is
there,
the Groves.
that, like,
okay. So, but it's owned by
plaza,
B&B.
Yeah. It's like the
B&B.
Grove Theater by like B&B.
By B&B. Okay.
And then, so basically, too, we got the suite. So,
Yeah.
like, we were up top on a balcony. And not only that, we were able to, like, we didn't do it, but we were able to have, like, food brought out to us and stuff. And, like, we could, it's like, yeah, it's basically a Cinema Bistro. And so that was pretty cool. And we had recliner seats and all that fancy stuff. And then, so yeah, that was nice. So then when we get there, we're going to, so John Wick 4 is what we saw. And do we want to talk about what we thought about that?
Well, I mean, I want to start off talking about.
Or do you want to talk about the experience first?
Well, not even just
Because I
that,
feel like those are
but-
two different things.
Okay, me going into this movie, I mean, I had a homework assignment due for statistics. And I was just trying to grind it out, man. I mean, it was due, I think, that night. So I was really, like, scramming for it. And, I basically brought my backpack into the theater and did my homework.
shot.
Yes. Yeah,
In the middle
No
of
way.
This man was on his iPad during the entire movie
No.
doing his homework.
They probably thought you were arming a bomb or something.
Well,
no way.
good thing, we were at the top,
Yeah,
right? So our seats were actually next to people. So I was like, okay, I'm not trying to distract people. So I'm just going to go to the very back where there's nobody. And then they kind of just followed just to where I was. Because, I mean, it was still a good shot at the film.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I was doing homework.
And you want to know?
They
You want to?
definitely thought you were
Yeah,
pirating
but
the
wait a
movie.
second. Wait a second. No.
I didn't think about
Wait a
that.
second. Okay.
That's true.
Here's
Sir,
the
can you
thing,
turn it
though.
off, please?
You think that's bad, but wait until you hear some of these other people in there, dude.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Oh,
So
okay.
So during the movie,
You got the
okay.
clapper.
Oh, no, not even
Nah,
those.
but there was kind of one person like that, but I don't really mind that.
Yeah.
What I mind is right in front of us, okay, there's this guy sitting by himself, okay? All right, and he's
As
sitting
in
there,
solo movie
and in the
watching.
middle of the movie, well, not in the middle, throughout the entire movie, he's on his phone just scrolling through Instagram, right? And then all of a sudden, I'm not making this up.
And
this
mind you, it's full brightness.
This is
full
and
brightness.
there are people. There's actually the whole balcony is pretty much filled up too. All right, and this is full brightness, and me, Heiko, and Sips are all sitting behind him, so we can see everything. So as he's scrolling, he starts getting a phone call. Okay.
No way.
And in the middle of the thing, he accepts a FaceTime call
In the middle of the movie.
Yes, and he's talking to somebody on the phone, and
Hey, I'm watching John Wick.
yeah, that's literally what was going on. This man was on on a FaceTime in the middle of the movie.
Dang, it's pretty good. I mean, it's only halfway through the movie, but it's very good.
Like what?
That was
Dude.
funny. We were getting flashbacks.
So wait, were you
half the
listening
time.
to the conversation the whole time?
Nah,
We could barely hear
It was
it.
it was too
Yeah.
loud to hear what they were
But
saying.
did you see the person on Facebook?
Oh,
Yes,
yeah,
we saw the
We saw,
person.
bro. They probably saw us in the
Yeah.
background.
And you guys peeking around his chair like.
Yeah. But, that was fun.
Yeah, literally, like, there
Oh
could be,
my
like,
God.
a crazy scene happening. Like,
Yeah.
John Wick could execute somebody, like, in such a creative way, but then we just, like,
Yeah.
flashbang, like you said, bro.
Yeah.
In
That's
our
so, like,
face.
I don't
And then,
I don't understand.
And then I don't know. So we were like also watching the movie, and like the thing is too, I feel like since it's a new chain, it didn't have like the best like. It was kind of skipping
Oh,
frames
right.
every once in a while.
What?
Like, and it didn't do it once. It did it like several times during the movie.
Yeah.
It was like
It
skipping
was
frames.
buffering.
It was literally buffering.
No
Yeah.
way.
John Wick's killing
During
somebody
the-
and it just stops.
Yes.
At a movie theater.
I've
Yeah.
never in my life.
I think
heard of
that's
that before.
because they're new and like because when you go in there, everything is redone. Like it's not the same theater. That
I've
it
been
used
in
to
there
be.
before.
Yeah, like everything's redone and everything. It's nice, but the problem is like I don't think
But they've been
they were
open-
ready to
they've-
open
they've
yet.
Been,
to
they've
be
been
honest,
open for a while.
Yeah,
Like,
they
a
have.
while
They
now.
have.
Yeah, they have.
Yeah, they have.
Well, they need to get it together a little bit because
That's
that was
crazy.
kind of bad.
I mean, hold up. So you guys haven't had any bad movie film?
I'm gonna be honest.
Ever?
I've been to a lot of movies, and that's one of the worst.
That was the
experiences
one of the
that
worst.
I've had.
I've had it one time where it went black.
What?
I've never had that
in
happen.
movie.
Yeah, we had to get our tickets
What
refunded.
theater was that at? Was it like a big franchise, or was it
Bro,
just
I'm
like
gonna be honest.
another
I'm gonna be
family-owned
honest,
type
It
one?
may have been at the exact same theater, but it was
Was it
Cobb
called
at
this
the time.
time? Okay.
It may have been that. I swear, but yeah, the whole movie just went black.
I don't remember. It might have been with you guys, but there was a movie. I don't remember if it was a Marvel movie or something. But we got in there, and it was like a first come first serve seating. It wasn't like reserved seating like it was back then.
Yeah.
So we got in there, and we were like, "This movie's packed." Like it was one of the first days it was coming out. We had to sit right in the front, and we were looking at the movie
was
like
it
this.
Bullet Train?
right?
Bullet Train, yeah.
There were multiple movies that we didn't. I don't know if you
No,
were
the
there,
problem
but-
is we went on the day where it was discount, so there was everybody there. There was,
it was
everybody.
like it was like wasn't it like a $5?
Yeah,
We
yeah.
were
It
just
was an
sitting there
AMC
like,
discount
yeah.
day.
The movie was
gosh.
good, but I remember my neck was hurting. We were
Oh
literally
my
watching.
God,
That was
dude.
the most that was terrible.
That could bring you out of a movie so hard.
Yeah.
Like, the
Yeah.
immersion is just not
And that's
there.
the thing,
You
though. Even though we were having all those problems with the movie, I still thought the
No,
movie was
still was
amazing,
good,
yeah.
dude.
I'm-
Even Samson doing his homework at the time thought it was still good.
Yeah,
dude.
I totally didn't miss the part where.
Oh, we'll
John
talk about
Wick-
it. That's a funny thing too.
Spoiler
We're gonna
alert.
talk about that.
Spoiler
Well,
Anyway, we'll go. You guys want to go into the actual movie now?
Yeah, we can jump right
Okay,
into
so what should we talk about first, dude?
You
Okay,
wanna
I
go
think
chronological.
All right, so first we start out in it literally picks up right where the last one left off, where he's finally recovered after that major fall that he had at the
Yeah.
end of the third movie.
Yeah, he
Who's
was
the Birdman who basically
Bowery
took
King.
him back?
Oh, the
Bowery
Bowery
I
King.
forgot
Yeah.
his name, his actor. His actual
Oh,
name is.
Lawrence Fishburne.
Yeah. His
Who
buddy
he
from
did The Matrix
his
with,
buddy from
too.
The Matrix,
Yeah.
He I remember watching this. I watched a video after a whole dissecting the
Okay,
the,
yeah.
the lines he was saying was from Dante's Inferno,
Mm-hmm.
which was obviously a descent into hell type of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't really know much about it, but the movie was very much like a Dante's
Yeah.
the journey of that, him going through that circles of hell,
Mm-hmm.
because he went through hell. That
Yeah.
movie. He-
Yeah.
oh my god.
I mean, just starting off that movie, you get a crazy the first fight scenes already, in my opinion, better than some of the other most of the other fight scenes in the movies. Where they go, it starts off in this Japan.
Osaka.
It's the Osaka Continental,
Mhm.
Yeah.
and the guy from what was it?
Mortal Kombat.
Mortal Kombat, who
And,
played Scorpion.
Yeah, and Bullet Train. He was in
And
Train.
Bullet Train, yeah, he was in that movie too. Where
Bullet Train.
He was he was a cool ninja.
the guy with the
sword
cane.
samurai guy.
the guy with the cane.
The father of the guy.
Yeah,
who
he was the father, yeah.
Yeah.
So he's the owner of that Continental, and basically he's keeping John Wick safe, I guess, for the time being, because I guess they were friends.
Yeah, they were old friends. Yeah.
So basically what happens is the high table ends up kind of putting a contract and extending the amount of money. I think at one point it went up to 20 million or something.
Yeah, it got to 20.
And then it kept going up throughout the movie. But so those people come to that hotel and we're like, we're gonna what is it?
I forgot the word.
to consecrate.
Disconsecrate your
Decons-
hotel. And basically what happens is the whole fight scene breaks out there. Already, dude, John Wick's bringing out nunchucks, dude, hitting people with nunchucks. And then you get the first glance at Donnie Yen's character,
Donnie
dude.
Yen, my favorite Asian
Oh
actor.
my God.
No Jackie Chan, nothing.
God,
like
dude,
Donnie
that guy
Yen is the greatest.
Playing another blind
Another blind
character,
guy.
another
Oh
blind
gosh.
character,
Who
in
was-
Rogue One.
Rogue One, yeah, that's the one, yeah.
And dude, this man's putting these. That was a cool scene where he's putting these things on the
Yeah.
walls and stuff,
No,
and they're
like
basically
It was
doorbells.
motion sensors.
Yeah.
If
So
they-
when people
yeah.
went by it, it would literally set do a doorbell alarm so he knew
Right.
where people were.
That's just Ring.
Yeah.
Basically,
Yeah.
he put a bunch of ring doorbells on
Yeah.
the thing, and then it was funny. He knew exactly where to place them, and as soon as it triggered,
Yeah.
he knew exactly where to shoot.
I thought it was.
It was crazy.
I thought it was
Wow.
good the way they did it too, because even though he's really good at combat, he's still blind, so you could see that he's not
Yeah.
the craziest person
Yeah.
ever. but like he was like still like having to touch things and stuff. So they did that really well, but that man was still a badass dude.
Yeah.
And then dude, I forgot we literally missed the whole first part though, where
Wick traveled to the Middle East to go execute the Elder, which was I'm pretty sure he's the puppet leader of the High Table.
And he took his finger.
Yeah. That was actually a different guy.
Oh really?
The old leader. The one
you're right.
That wasn't the same guy. I don't know.
Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah. I guess he got killed off camera. I don't know, but it was a new Elder, and then the Elder's like, you don't need to do this. We'll just find another guy.
And then
he's
like,
I don't think so.
Yeah, and then kills him anyway. But and then after that we go to the New York, back to the New York hotel, and during that scene you get introduced to what's his name, the actor that plays the Marquise in it,
Bill Skarsgård.
Bill Skarsgård, who played it and like a bunch of other stuff that I'm sure you know him in. But he was really good in it too. He played like kind of like, I guess, the leader, not really leader, but one of the founders of the High Table, I think.
Yeah.
He had an accent.
He had.
Does he actually have that accent?
No. This guy's actually an American. Like he has an American accent. He just played it really well.
Skarsgård is like what kind of name is that?
Yeah, what descent?
It's European or something, right?
Who knows?
I want to say maybe German, but I don't know.
We'll get fact checked.
And then during that scene, he brings in Winston and what's the other guy, Sharon, something like that. Yeah. And they come in, they have a whole conversation about like how like John Wick isn't dead and like there's rules and stuff like that, and they end up blowing up their hotel.
Yep.
The New York hotel.
Like a Michael Bay movie.
Yeah, literally. But they blow up their hotel, and then after that, he's like, well, now you no longer need the services of your concierge, and then they shoot the one Charon guy that was in all the other ones, Lance Reddick.
Who incidentally passed away.
That's another, I was going to talk about that too. Like, this man, he dies in the film, and then literally months after the film comes out, he dies in real life. Like that's crazy.
Like you said, it wasn't.
And I saw a interview with the director and stuff after, like a couple of days ago, where like, we didn't plan this at all. It was just this was already like
we
there.
Didn't plan his death.
No, like because like sometimes they'll reshoot scenes to like give tribute to the character and like the actor and stuff, but they were like, we didn't plan this at all. It was like. This was just to drive the plot forward, which it does drive the plot forward. Like, it gives John Wick another motive of revenge, I guess, against them. But, like, at the same time, the way they were talking, and there was, like, a whole gravestone moment and everything. Like, it really felt like they were sending not only the character, but the actor off, too.
Right. Yeah. And it also sent off Winston.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of fan theories about Winston, actually, about him being much more of a prominent figure in the High Table than he leads on to be.
I feel
because you remember in the majority of the movies, he gives a bunch of crucial and vital information to Wick. That why would he even know that?
Honestly, it might be interesting just to see like a movie like with him like younger getting into like the whole like business. I feel like that'd be kind of cool.
And if you think about it, he for that whole like a lot of the thing, it's hard to explain without like talking about the next part of the movie, but the requirements for the winnings for the duel. I guess.
The duel.
It was a duel. We'll talk about it later, but he gets to have everything back free of charge. Like
I like when he's first talking, he's like, "Oh, I'm just doing this out of revenge," and then later he's like, "I want my hotel back."
Yeah,
he's funny.
But that happened, and then after the whole other continental fight scene at the Osaka, right, or Osaka. After that fight scene, the guy from Mortal Kombat ends up dying to Donnie Yen. And basically he has a daughter there who like is shot, so like she can't really defend herself or anything, and then Donnie Yen basically lets her go. And like, she's like, he basically tells her, you don't want to do this because like I don't want to have to kill you, basically. So then he lets her go. And then John Wick ends up making it out of that. But one interesting thing too is we get introduced to another character called Mr. Nobody, who has his own dog. Mm-hmm. It's like one of the dogs. It reminded me of one of the dogs from the third movie that Halle Berry had. And there was even people saying that maybe like a fan theory that maybe like there's like a whole organization for hitmen that have those type of dogs that like train them and stuff. So like I feel like maybe they come from like that same like kind of group type thing, which would be kind of cool. But
yeah, honestly, that seems pretty realistic.
Yeah,
because like we have dogs that can sniff out cancer or drugs. Like, there could be definitely like military trained dogs that can like kill at like.
And like it was literally the same. It was a German Shepherd, the same type of dog she had in the third movie too.
She had two of them. Actually.
Yeah, she had two of them. Yeah.
What do you think? What do you think about this so far, Justin? That's somebody that who didn't even.
Dude, there's so much that happens in this movie. It's crazy.
You should just come with
blowing up hotels and then getting hotels
dude,
back and sniffing dogs.
It makes sense when you're watching it, but like hearing it now, if you haven't seen it, then yeah. But I'm pretty sure all of them are following us. But whoever watched it, but
all of them are following.
So like.
us.
Yeah. So
we haven't even gotten into like the whole point of John Wick.
Is this
movies.
like? Are we like halfway through the movie now?
Not even close.
We're like we gotta remember this is a 2-hour and 49-minute movie.
Oh, I didn't really know.
But it's like Endgame type level.
We could just like.
Aren't they making another one though?
We can split it up into like the meat and potatoes because the meat and potatoes of John Wick movies are John Wick being the most deadly human being on the planet.
What was the next? So then after that, he has to go, and we get to the duel part, right? So they're like, okay, you can keep killing all these people, but it's not gonna matter unless you like actually like try and get out of the life. So Winston brings to his attention that there's this old way of doing things where like you can have a duel with one of the high table members, basically, which he wants to do it with the Marquis who is hunting him down, which is a Bill Skarsgård character. And basically it's like, if you win the duel, then your obligations to the table are all gone, and then like you're able to like actually to be free. Yeah. So like basically his next task in order to do that is to get initiated into one of the core families of that table, which he goes to the Russian people that were in the third movie.
The Reska Roma or something.
Yeah. So during
that's the good part.
Oh yeah, so then we go through that whole thing. They're like, okay, if you want to get
the good part.
If you want to get initiated back in the family, they go, you got to come in and kill this guy. Dude, this.
Bro, why? Guy, if you want to be in this family, you got to kill this guy. If you want to do this, you got to kill that guy.
Yeah,
you got to kill that guy.
Okay, like in any other movie, this would be like some side quest that nobody would care about. But the way they did this, dude, was so good. Like this was when the movie started really getting good for me. So they go and find this guy. His name is Killa, I think, in the movie. Yeah. So like basically, who, if you don't know, is what's his name?
Adkins.
Scott Adkins, who's another.
He's a British actor. Who's also very known for like martial arts movies.
So what they did with him is they gave him a fat suit to wear. They kind of gave him the whole penguin effect, like in the Batman. Yeah. So and then he's got these like gold teeth and everything.
It was a cool
character. Yeah, it was pretty cool. And then so basically the Russian people get him to that guy. And what ends up happening is Donnie and Mr. Nobody end up at the same table where they're playing poker at.
They wanted to play a game of poker.
So they play a whole game of poker, and that was another funny scene. So like they're doing that, and everybody has like really good hands, and then they get back to the killer guy, and he puts down a 5 of a kind, which obviously you can't have in poker. That's not possible. But he was like, yeah, before you guys got to the table, you guys already lost. Mm-hmm. And then that just sets John Wick off, dude. John Wick just straight up like slashes his neck. And then the killer guy ends up taking off. And then you break out into a whole nother fight scene in this like club, dude.
Bro, it was crazy.
And like there's like water pouring down and everything.
Bro, you missed one of the best parts of that whole poker scene.
Yeah.
You remember the whole like, he's here to kill you.
Yeah.
He's also here to kill you. I want to kill you. And like, what do you want? He points at John. He's like, I'm here to kill you.
I'm here to kill you.
That was like one of his only lines in the movie at all.
Dude, this man has like 10 lines throughout the entire movie, and they're only like 4 or 5 words. Yeah, this man does not speak at all.
I feel they said something like he got like he only has 358 words total in the movie.
Yeah, he doesn't say a lot.
He got paid like an absurd amount of money. And they were like, it's like $53,000, $17,000 per word.
Yeah, okay,
yeah. But I mean, some of the stuff he has to. I know he doesn't do a lot of the stuff, but some of the stuff that he had to do in this film was crazy, dude. Like the stuntsmen too. I hope they got paid really well because.
I heard a story about that. John Wick. Keanu Reeves, actually, he gifted all of his stuntmen a custom Rolex.
Yeah.
It says there, I saw thank you, and then their name, and then JW 4, and then like the.
I saw another thing too where he handed out shirts to them, and on the shirt it was like the number of times he killed them in the movie. And there were some of them that had like the number 11 on it, like he killed them 11 times in the movie.
That's funny.
Just killing a bunch of NPCs.
Yeah.
He gets a shit.
Yeah. Like,
that's pretty cool game.
Yeah, Keanu Reeves is such a down.
He's one of the nicest people in
Best
Hollywood.
people ever.
If you ask people, they'll say the same thing. He's like literally the
I
nicest
don't really
guy
know a
ever.
lot of people that know Keanu Reeves.
But, well, yeah, but you can watch interviews with him and stuff. He's
yeah.
just a very down to earth guy. But anyway, going back to that part, oh my god, that club scene,
That
dude.
club scene was sick.
Yeah.
God, even the music they were playing, dude,
Yeah,
that
it was just
music
a
was,
vibe.
oh my
The
god.
lighting, the rain,
God,
or the
yes.
water,
It was just...
the people,
And then he was throwing axes at people,
It
dude.
was
Bro,
insane.
Yeah, this man,
I mean,
dude, they started coming at him with... They
Yeah,
started
but-
coming at him with axes, dude, and he was just throwing
in
them
a
back.
in a nightclub.
Yes.
No, that was another thing. That was another funny thing, dude. There's like about 1 million people in this nightclub. They're all just dancing
they
as he's
stop.
killing people.
No,
dude.
that's the same vibe as in that one in the John Wick movie before this one. It was like him in the subway, like shooting at him with the silencer. Like nobody notices.
Dude, that's the same thing. Dude, the extras are all just dancing as
Yeah,
he's like
really.
killing people, dude.
No, that was crazy.
Bro,
And then,
I was watching those like NPCs, like those extra
Yeah,
people.
yeah.
They were staring at the thing happening, but they were just still kept dancing.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Wouldn't you have run away
They're-
by now?
yeah.
I don't know.
And
It's
then-
a John Wick movie.
Yeah, it's a John Wick movie. And then, dude, Killer gets one of the most craziest deaths, too, in the movie, dude.
Yeah.
He ends up throwing a sword at him in the butt, dude. And then he kicks him off the railing and he lands on his neck
Yeah.
on the stairs.
Yeah,
But before
ridiculous.
before that, I mean, he was beating the crap
Oh,
out
yeah,
of
dude.
John Wick.
Yeah, to be
Like,
fair,
I mean,
he
you
was...
look. If you're looking at this dude
Yeah.
on camera,
This
you're
guy's
thinking
big,
this dude
dude.
cannot even like run more than like 3 seconds without
Yeah.
having like some
Asthma.
some
Dude,
asthma
that was
attack.
enough. We didn't
Yeah,
talk
he did.
about
He
that.
has
Oh,
asthma. Yeah, he has asthma.
Oh my gosh, I forgot about that.
Dude, this guy literally has an inhaler. Like, he stops
a
mid-fight
gold
to
barrel.
take an inhaler, dude.
He's like,
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, it was gold plated too.
Yeah.
Because of course it was.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
funny.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
then, so that happened. And then, like, yeah, he ends up killing him. And he takes his gold tooth to bring proof that he killed him.
Mhm.
And then, so he ends up going back to the Russian people. And,
So wait,
he-
all this just to come back to the Russian people? Like,
Yeah.
I did it.
Yeah.
To get
This was gonna
sponsors
back
for
at-
the
yeah.
duel. Yeah.
Wait, this is John Wick doing this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because John Wick needed a sponsor for that duel against Bill
Yeah.
Skarsgård, whoever the Marquis was. He has a name, but
Yeah.
he hardly ever said it.
and we haven't even said Donnie Yen's actual
Oh, yeah,
character
yeah.
name. It's Kane.
It's
It's Kane, yeah, Kane.
And the coincidentally, he has a cane.
Yeah.
But yeah,
That's
yeah,
peak script
exactly. But anyways, what was I gonna say? Yeah, he needed a sponsor for the
Mhm.
duel, and the Ruska Roma, those Russian people,
writing. They were gonna sponsor.
they were
him.
able to do that, and he said, "Oh, we're not gonna do that unless you kill the gold tooth guy." So he did, brought the tooth back, and they're like, "Okay, we'll brand you again." And so
Mhm.
they did that, and then go ahead. I don't
And
remember
yeah, he
what-
got initiated, and basically now he basically goes and talks to the Marquis now and goes, "This is what I want to do with
Oh,
this
right.
duel." And then they have this whole. This was another cool segment. They had this whole like kind of like
It's like a game,
card
basically,
type
yeah.
game where like they basically decide the terms of the duel.
Mhm.
And like so, for instance, they were like, "Okay, this is the time of day that we want," and then like so the Marquis went first. He goes, "I want it to be at sunset."
Yeah.
And
Sunrise,
so
sunrise.
sunrise, yeah. So like they do that, and then that was another funny thing for John Wick. He goes, "I want it to be
Right
now."
now.
I want it to be now. But it ends up being
He lost that
he
one,
lost
yeah.
it. It ended up being sunrise, and then they did the knife and duel or knife and guns,
Yeah.
and he won guns, and then I think that was pretty much. And then after that he. Instead of him, like the Marquis doing it, he nominated Donnie
Yeah,
Yen's
he backed out.
Kane
He
to
backed
do
out,
it.
yeah.
Kane to do what?
To take
To
his
actually
place for
do
the
it.
duel to do
Oh, yeah,
to
we-
fight John.
And he didn't want to do
Yeah, we
it.
need to talk about his Kane's motivations
Backstory.
Yeah,
in
yeah.
general, because
Yeah,
he
he was a very interesting character,
yeah,
actually.
I'm pretty sure he has a daughter. I'm pretty sure that was
Yeah,
his daughter,
in the beginning of the film, his daughter, like, I guess she's like a violinist and like
Yeah.
she plays on the
She
streets and
plays,
stuff.
public.
Yeah. So yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay. Anyway, so yeah, she's a violinist who plays on the streets, and I'm guessing what happened is he had to kind of step away from her in order to protect her because obviously he's a hitman and stuff. So like, but basically, the Marquis is kind of holding her against him because like he wants him to kill John Wick, but like if he doesn't, then he's like, well, we know where your daughter is, so we're gonna kill your daughter if you don't do this for us. So like that's basically his whole motivation, and the thing is he still considers John a friend, but like friend over family, you know, you're probably gonna go family every single time. So like,
the guy trying to kill John Wick is that guy?
Yes, Kane.
Yeah.
So
there's a lot of people trying to kill John Wick.
Yeah, that makes sense. Movie. So then what happens?
All right, so then they set the turn for the whole duel, and basically John Wick has a whole like kind of day and really night to kind of get ready for it.
Not even, to be honest.
Not even, yeah, to get ready for it. So like the Bowery King and Winston meet him in Paris, which is where it's all set. And like they give him all of his new equipment, a new suit, a new gun. Oh man, that gun, dude! Yeah, that gun literally. He had like max attachments on that gun, dude.
What was it like? An actual like?
It was a
pistol.
It was like a 24 bullet clip or something.
I think it was
crazy.
like 1911. It was an M1911.
Dude, it was crazy.
Yeah, he had a compensator.
Yeah,
it was a 15 round mag. I'm pretty sure.
Mm-hmm.
And the barrel was like incredible.
Oh,
yeah. Got that Modern Warfare 2 type of gun right there.
Yeah.
And then his suit was like bulletproof.
Yeah. But then after...
Everybody
here's the thing though, something cool about the high table is when they're at the beginning, like their whole suits are like full of like this stuff to where like if you get shot in the suit, like it protects you.
It bounces off you.
Yeah, they put it all inside like the suit.
John Wick sponsored by them, he got bulletproof suit.
Not really sponsored by them, but like his
it was
Winston is connected was connected to them, so he knows where to get that stuff.
So then wait, Kane didn't have like a bulletproof suit. He was just like, wow.
Kane, no, he didn't.
He just died.
He was just kind of
different. This guy
he was so good he didn't need a bulletproof.
He never got shot. Yeah.
Oh well, okay, that's different.
But so after that point though, the whole rest of the movie is insane. It's literally nonstop fight scenes for the whole rest of the movie. You start off with this whole like car scene, and what's that Paris place in Paris, like the circle
called.
thing?
Yeah, the little.
It's like with the arch.
Yeah, with the arch. Yeah, that place.
Stereotypical. And if you're shooting in Paris, your stereotypical driving scene is through there.
Nah, but dude, this scene was crazy, dude. He got his old car back in it too, and he's driving around with the two doors ripped off.
Like it wasn't
but it was like it was kind of like
it was a muscle car.
Yeah,
just like his type.
It was like kind of like the one from the first and second movie. And like they're in this circle fighting, dude, and like this man, dude, they're like fighting in between cars, and like people are getting hit, and he's shooting them in the air as like they're flying in the air too. And then there's also this underboss guy that worked for the Marquis that was putting some work into him, dude.
Oh yeah.
Like this guy was actually like he was somebody that like could actually like stand against him. Like,
I'm pretty sure he never even had a name too.
No, I don't think. But that guy, dude, that guy was like.
He's different.
The only reason he didn't kill him was because some of the other side characters kind of like helped him out, like Mr. Nobody and
Kane.
And that was another interesting character for like Mr. Nobody. The reason why he wasn't killing him yet is because his whole goal was to raise up the price of him because he wanted more money to kill him. Yeah, so he was kind of like protecting him. He's like, well. In the middle of the fight scene, he's like, he keeps calling the Marquis and goes, well, I'm going to want more money if you want to kill him. Then he's like, no. And then as it keeps going and he's getting close and he's like, okay, maybe we'll negotiate with you.
Yeah, I mean, it was weird because he had Wick had an open contract. At this point, it was like $26 million.
Yes.
I'm like, why wouldn't you just try to kill him right now?
I don't know.
Literally worth $26 million.
Yeah, but this man, dude, he wanted it to get up to like $50 million.
So Mr. Nobody was trying to kill John Wick.
Yeah,
he was also different. He was crazy.
And you actually like see his face or anything?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He's a sharpshooter with like a Lockwood.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He's more of like
he's gonna die.
Actually, no, he doesn't die.
So he's gonna die in the next movie.
No,
maybe if there's.
I don't even think he'll even be in the next movie.
Yeah. But he was an interesting character, and then oh my god, and then we get to the building shootout where like they have the dragon breath shot.
Dragon breath.
Bro, is this Modern Warfare?
Literally.
That's where I started thinking it was like more like Call of Duty
instead
of John Wick.
This man's going around shooting people with dragon breath. People are getting lit on fire and stuff. And they had this crazy ceiling shot where it looked like a video game.
Bird's eye view, yeah.
I saw too that it
really
was
well
inspired by the 2D game Hong Kong Massacre. That's how they came up with it.
Yeah. It's like I forget the name. It's like Deadly Drivers. I don't know.
Yeah, but like it was inspired by that, and the whole time, dude, it's like a literally 10-minute scene of him just going around shooting people.
Is it like top view of like? It's like the different rooms.
Yes, yeah. So that was cool, and then finally Mr. Nobody catches up to him, and like they get into a whole fight, and he's about to kill Mr. Nobody when like the other guy that works for the Marquis, the underboss guy, comes up and is getting ready to kill his dog. And like
Mr. Nobody,
because he has a German Shepherd with him, and as soon as he's about to kill him, instead of killing Mr. Nobody, he shoots the guy. So like he saves the dog because the dog is like
John Wick loves
dogs. So
John Wick isn't the whole reason that this happens. Is John?
Yeah, the whole reason this happened is because the dog that his wife gave him died.
Bro, all this
because of a car and a dog. Bro.
And yeah, I mean, but dude, I would have probably done the same thing if I had his skill sets, dude.
So if your dog dies, you just know you turn into John Wick. So it's a life hack.
Life villain arc.
Literally.
And then after that,
we do like some cool little like motorcycle scene, and then we get to the steps.
Before the
venue, before the location of the duel of the venue, it's Sacred Core or something like that.
Yeah.
Core. It's a cool like just, I like, what's it? Where were they at?
I think wasn't it like a church type place that they were at?
It was. Yeah. It was outside of a church.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
And they were like right. This is like right at the kind of like, they were basically about to be right at the duel.
Yeah, but there was like 300 steps.
Yeah,
300
steps.
That was the last battle.
Dude, it was like. Dude, that fight scene too was crazy. This
like
man's like throwing people down the stairs and stuff.
How much time did he have to do this too? Because sunset was gonna be. It was like an hour or something.
Okay,
right?
so I think he had like 5 minutes. So he ends up getting to the top of the stairs, and then the underboss comes back and throws him all the way. Yeah, he goes all the way down.
Typical.
And he's rolling for like a good like minute down the stairs.
Yeah, it reminds me of the scene in like Wolf of Wall Street where he's falling down the stairs.
Oh my god, dude! But it was even longer than that though. It was, dude. No, and then you think it's about to stop, and then he comes down and throws him down it again.
John Wick just flying down the stairs. He just doesn't die.
Basically, John Wick, he like majority of the movie, he's on like 5 HP.
Oh yeah.
Okay, let's be honest. Arguably John Wick has got the biggest, strongest.
He doesn't
plot
take
armor of
fall
all
damage,
time.
dude. He doesn't take fall damage.
John Wick's got the strongest plot armor of all time.
That's the thing.
Yeah,
we did a bet. It was an over under 2.5 times John Wick falls has multiple stories. And he fell like 4 times. It was crazy.
Bro had back-to-back.
Dude, there was one where he jumped out a window and then landed on a car. Out of like a 4-story building and then got up right out.
That's what I'm saying.
Took the glass off.
The plot armor is just like undeniable.
Within like 20 seconds of like a scene, he managed to fall down like 2 big like distances. Yeah. And I was like, okay, because I bet the under on it. I was like, there's no way he's gonna hit silly. 3 huge falls. And
dude, you know they gotta up the ante, dude. You know they gotta up it. And then, so like they end up, and then after that, though, when he falls down, Donnie Yen's character Kane comes up, and they have a whole duo scene where they're like fighting people on the stairs now.
So like Kane is now helping him.
So the thing is, he's helping him just because like he wants to be fair. He wants to give him a chance to like win the duel. So like. He's still his friend, so he wants to like.
He actually needed John Wick to be at that duel because we'll talk about it. Like that's there.
But so like they're fighting up, and then like they're fighting the underboss guy, and then they bring back the pencil.
Donnie brought the pencil,
and they stab the guy in the hand with the pencil, and then they end up like shooting him in the leg and stuff. So now he's crawling on the stairs. And then the German Shepherd comes out and stuff. And the guys go nuts. And then he just attacks him right in the nuts, dude. And then Mr. Nobody kills him. And then that's the end of his character. But
that's how his character's done. I killed him and then I left.
Yeah.
So wait, Mr. Nobody's trying to kill John Wick. and the underdog.
But here's
underboss?
here's the thing though, is after he saves his dog, he kind of has like a change of heart, like okay, maybe like he saved my dog, so maybe I should give him
maybe
like
I
a
should
break.
Like he
So,
had an option to kill John Wick.
Like he could have killed
but
multiple
instead
options.
He shot.
but he shot him.
like John Wick could have killed him right then and there, but
Makes
instead he
sense,
saved
makes
his
sense.
dog. So like
Makes sense.
So like
that's kind of a low key bad character though. Like
he was
I'm
he
gonna,
was a great
I'm
character.
sure he was
He
a good
was-
character, but like the general scheme is like, all right, I'm gonna kill John Wick. Oh, he saved my dog. Never mind, you chill.
well, you gotta think though. I mean, if you have that bond with your animal, you know,
Yeah.
like
I know.
I see
but
what
I'm just
you mean,
saying.
though.
But like,
I see
think
what
about
you
it.
mean. Yeah,
Think about it.
It's more. I feel like it was more of a callback to the older.
'Cause,
Because
yeah, to the
that's why he
original.
got into like the whole
Yeah.
thing was because of a dog.
That's true.
So I think it was more playing on like that than like you know.
I mean, I understand the significance of like wanting to go back to like, oh, the dog. Like,
Yeah.
he's a respectable man because he saved my dog. But then the character itself is like,
No, yeah, I agree with
I'm only
Yeah.
here because my ultimate goal is to like make you reminisce.
Yeah,
and
I
then
agree.
And
and
that's
I
the thing.
leave.
I feel like I thought his character was so good, but I think his character would have been better if they explained more of his backstory
Yeah,
on why
true,
he was
true,
doing what he
yeah.
was doing.
Maybe they made.
I also wanted to know more because during the movie he has this book, right? And because he's more of like a tracker than a hitman.
Right,
like
yeah.
he tracks people down. And he
That's
has
what
this
his
book.
That's what his label was.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what they called him.
He has this book where like it's just all these places and stuff, and I was kind of wondering like where did he
Yeah.
get all this information, like this
Yeah.
book and everything. I just kind of wanted to know more about him. I feel like that would have made his character more like appealing, but
Maybe they'll talk more.
I
about
still
him
thought he
in the
was a
next
cool
movie or
character.
something.
But yeah, I feel like they could definitely expand on that character more. But
It wouldn't be a bad character to expand
Actually,
on.
no, yeah,
But
now I
they-
think
yeah,
about it,
think
I
about
do
it.
think he's not a great character.
Yeah.
Like his like he's probably a good character,
And that-
but
he
just
pretty-
overall,
right,
it just
yeah.
doesn't make
if that's
sense.
one of the only things I was like, I still would probably give this movie a 10 out of 10. But
Yeah.
one of the only flaws I think the movie has is it has a lot of characters and it's not able to expand on all of them.
Yeah.
I mean, that's usually what happens. You have. I mean, even though the movie's almost 3 hours long, you get 5
And that's
new
the thing
characters,
too.
it's like-
They said originally the first cut of this movie was a 3 hour and like 40-minute movie.
I would've
So they
watched
cut
that
out a whole nother
I
hour.
still would have watched that. to be
Yeah,
honest.
they cut out a whole nother hour. So I mean, maybe there was more stuff in that about him, but
that
you
would've
got to
been
think
nice.
about it. They got to focus on Kane. They got to wrap up John Wick's story. They got to focus on Winston,
They
and
gotta
they got
set
to
up-
focus on the marquee
They
villain.
gotta set up the spin-off.
Yeah, they got to. They're dealing with so many characters that
Yeah.
it's kind of hard to go into everybody's backstory. But I felt like for the film, they went into the most important ones, like Kane and more about John Wick. Those are the main ones that I feel like I needed to
So
see.
do you
But
think that they're
Yeah.
gonna do like a spin-off?
They,
with that
They
guy?
already are.
Absolutely will. Yeah.
so like, I already know they are doing this spinoff called The Ballerina, and it's going to be about like another
It's
Russian.
Ruska Roman.
And
Ballerina.
who's I think Arma de Armas, who is I'm sure some of you know who it is, but she was in like Blade Runner and other films like that. I mean, you've probably seen TikToks with her in it.
Probably.
She's like the girl like in Blade Runner who's like Ryan Gosling's like kind of like robot girlfriend. Yeah, that's her. But like they're setting that whole up to be like a whole thing. But they're gonna probably have many spin-offs with other characters.
Well, let's get to the.
Oh yeah, we gotta
actual news.
finish.
You gotta
Okay.
finish.
We've been talking
So-
about this for a long time.
like too long.
Yeah. Sorry.
No, that's
But I mean, dude, there's just so much to
No,
talk
there's
about.
a lot.
It was a great
But
movie.
okay, so I'm getting kind of tired of talking. Since somebody else wanted to do it.
Okay, I'll try it. Actually, you go, Samson.
Yeah, you haven't, dude.
It is- I
Oh,
assume
but
this is the end of the
he,
movie.
yes,
Oh yeah, no.
I was
I
still
I was
Oh,
looking at
yeah,
the confidence
they-
interval.
you can tell you can tell your
Listen, I
point of
could-
view
I
at the
could
end of the
probably tell you
movie.
more. I could probably tell you more about the movie than Samson
Yeah,
can tell
he
you more about
was,
the
he was
movie.
worried about confidence intervals
Yeah.
and freaking like what else? Z scores.
Yeah.
Best statistics. Oh,
Yeah.
No, I can tell you a little bit, and then I'll let Heiko take over.
Yeah,
right.
So
Yeah,
the part after
yeah.
all this happens, the guy leaves, and then the duel. So the duel.
Yeah,
He gets
so
up the stairs and
yeah.
gets to the duel.
They get up the stairs. They get the duel set up. They're all there. The Mr. Nobody's sitting down like
On a bench.
Yeah, some,
Yeah,
on
he
some
wanted
like
to
random
observe.
bench watching.
Yeah, he's watching.
He's just
everything.
Uh, Kane's there. John Wick. They're both going up to whoever the mediator of it is or whatever. And
Right.
Winston's there, and whatever Bill Skarsgård or whatever.
Yeah, the marquee.
Yeah, he's there, and they have the whole like kind of like area.
It's like
set
a
up.
Wild West type
Yeah.
duel.
And so what happens is they both get their chosen like pistols. It's like a kind of like an old Western type pistol.
It only has one bullet
Like
in
straight
it.
out of
Yeah,
Red Dead
like
Redemption
literally,
2,
yeah,
literally.
one in the chamber, and then they both what is it, backs to themselves or whatever, and then they
30
take
paces.
30
30
paces
paces, yeah.
I don't even know how
away
much that
from
is.
each other, and then they get lined up. Then that's the first the whatever mediator or whatever says to when to fire, and then they both fire at the same time. And I forgot what
they
was
graze each other
Yeah,
first.
I think they both grazed each other.
Yeah.
And then after that, they tell them to take 10 paces forward. And
They get another bullet.
yeah, they all get another bullet.
Oh, and that was another thing too that I want to say too. So before they did the duel, and the Marquis comes up to the one guy, and he goes, Remember, don't forget about your daughter." He goes, "Fuck off."
Oh yeah, I forgot
And
about
also
that.
about that when they were actually like setting up the duel,
Yeah,
they told
yeah.
them to take off all your clothes.
Yeah.
But John Wick took off his blazer
Yeah.
and like a
Dude,
thousand
like
bullets.
20 bullets are falling off,
And then- yeah.
and he's like shaking it and everything. But anyway, I just thought that was funny. But
Yeah, and then they shot a second time. I forgot. Did he hit like?
that time they both hit each
Yeah,
other.
they both got hit pretty bad.
What's it called? Wick got hit in the shoulder.
And
Yes, and
then
then
Kane got
like,
hit
the
in like the
the
Kane got hit
yeah.
in the appendix.
Yeah. So I think Kane took a bigger hit. You
Yeah.
could obviously
But-
tell that Kane was
Was
feeling
about
it
to lose.
more.
I mean, the thing is, you got to remember, dude. Kane is blind, so
yeah,
like,
exactly.
He's,
This dude is
blind.
he's
Bro,
kind of
he's
like
still
bro is
blind,
quick
yeah.
drawing.
Yeah.
like this is
And
the
he's
worst
blind.
scenario, and that was okay. That's another thing I want to bring up too.
Ain't
Is
no way this happens. Like actually, like
the
what?
Bro,
so like
Kane is so
I-
overpowered. They needed
Yeah.
to blind him.
But
to-
here's
to
the thing,
nerf
though.
him.
I'm thinking about in the Marquis like mindset. Like, why would you have a blind guy?
No, he said the reason why he wanted the blind.
no.
guy.
He said, but I'm still thinking about.
and it makes sense.
No, it makes sense. But at the same time, you're having a blind guy do a duel. Like, that guy is, don't get me wrong, that guy is great with, like, swords and stuff. But at the same time, like, you're putting a blind guy in a duel against John Wick.
I mean, I'd lose against him.
But if you think about it, like the lore, he was old friends with both Wick and the main-
other guy.
Osaka
Osaka
the
Continental
yeah,
guy.
the manager of the hotel.
Yeah.
So he has deep roots. He's an established veteran,
Mm-hmm.
and he's blind. He worked before he was blind,
Yeah.
and he willingly took his eyes in order to
Yeah.
to keep to be in the table's graces.
Yeah.
But
I
he,
get that.
he was still just as strong as he was.
So
in his
they
prime.
forced him to be blind.
It was his own decision.
So, like,
So-
I mean, the way you kind of get initiated in the whole high table, they ask for, like, something, like, they'll ask for a finger, or they'll ask for you to
Yeah.
give up
Is
something.
that why John Wick missing his finger?
yeah,
Yeah.
they asked for
Okay.
his ring.
Yeah.
So he's like straight up, take my finger.
Yeah.
But yeah, once we got there, I'll finish the duel from here.
But
Once he got Kane with the appendix, John with the shoulder.
Mhm.
10 more paces. They shoot again.
this is the last one.
Yeah, it was John gets hit with a fatal shot, like right near
Yeah,
right near this what is this place called? The solar plexus? I don't know what
The
it's called.
sternum.
The sternum. There you go.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, falls down, and the Marquis was overjoyed to see
Oh
this. He was
my
like,
God.
"Oh, well, let me." He asked the
Wanted to
Meteor,
finish
"Let me
him off.
finish this off." And,
Yeah.
and then Meteor was like, "Okay, go ahead."
Yeah.
And so he took the bullet out of Kane's hands, reloaded it. He was like, I don't even remember what he said, but
And then
Winston-
he's walking
Winston,
up to
yeah.
him. Winston's like,
Winston's like, "You arrogant a-hole."
Yeah.
He's like, the Marquis was like, "What?"
yeah.
He's like, he never shot.
And then, dude,
But
John-
since
goodness.
the mediator allowed the Marquis
Yeah.
to take control, like switch places with with Kane, that means he was the target.
yeah.
At that point, Kane was no longer the one needed to be shot at. It was him. So John Wick did that on purpose. He actually never shot.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
he never
like, he
actually
never
never shot.
actually-
Yeah.
Okay.
He let Kane fatally wound him just to headshot the Marquis in the face. And then
Interesting.
Because he knew this guy the way he
Yeah.
is would be like, oh, I want to be the one to finish him off.
Yeah.
And then the meteor was like,
high
Wick
IQ
wins.
place.
Like
Yeah.
Winston gets his whole hotel back. We will rebuild it for you, and
Yeah.
you can be the manager for free.
Yeah.
And then Kane gets to be with his daughter again, and you are completely free of the table, Wick. And then that's
So he headshots the guy.
it was right as
And then Mr. Nobody's on the bench going, man, that was a good. He was like basically in the audience, being like, dang, that was good.
So
dude.
does John Wick die?
Wait. It was all that happened as the sun was going up. Winston was like, "Do you need a ride home?" I was like, "Yeah, I do." Or no, it was Wick was like, "Can you give me a ride home?"
All these parts I didn't hear.
He was focusing up on stats.
I was going crazy.
Yeah, but he walked down the steps because there were steps right next to the duel venue, and he sat down. His last words he ever spoke were Helen, which is the name of his wife, and he took his last breath on sunrise.
So then he died. So
It was, you know what it reminded me a lot of? Arthur Morgan.
Yes.
Yo, that's what I was thinking. The way you're
Morgan
describing it
died.
sounded like
And
Arthur
then
Morgan.
it ends with Winston and the Bowery King at his gravesite, and on his tombstone it says "loving husband," which in the middle of the film too he goes. He I think you weren't there for that part, but on the boat ride they were like, so what would you want on your gravestone? You know. And like he was like, I want it to be a loving husband.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they didn't want him to be known as the mass murderer of all
The Baba Yaga.
assassins. The high table demon, you know, like
he was like, I
just
wanted to be
husband,
loving
'cause
husband.
that's all he ever wanted.
And that's
to
what
be.
they put on it.
Dang. So John Wick's dead.
Yeah, he was buried right next to his wife, and then
That's his wife died. His wife died in like another movie.
his wife died in the beginning.
She never
She
really.
like kind of died off screen in the first. It was alluded to that she had some type of disease and then like passed away.
Yeah, and he was just trying to. That was the whole point.
They were only
Yeah,
together for
basically.
what, 4 years? 4 or 5?
No idea.
I don't
Because
remember.
he left. I think 5 years before. And then I think they were together for 4 years.
Yeah, I
or
think it was something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but John Wick, or his actual real name is Jardani Jovanovic.
Yeah, they said his real name.
He's a
in
Russian
this
guy
one too. Yeah.
That's why he's with the.
So
Russian
John
army.
Wick is actually like in the movie. He's a Russian dude.
He's
Well,
Yeah,
he was
actually
raised by
Russian.
like a Russian family. I don't
yeah,
know if
okay.
he's a if he's originated in Russia.
that's his real name apparently.
Oh, really?
Jardani Jovanovic.
Okay, maybe he is Russian.
Something
then.
like that. Yeah, and he dies as John Wick instead, as the loving husband of Helen Wick.
And then like the movie ends after that.
The movie.
And what is her gravestone? What does it say?
This is
A
Helen,
loving
Helen
wife.
Wick, yeah,
Yeah.
and then what's it called? At the
And
end,
then,
there's a post-credit scene.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, actually, we gotta talk about the dialogue between the Bowery
Yeah,
King and
yeah.
Winston. He's like, "Where do you think Bowery?"
See,
he
the
was
thing is with that dialogue, dude, they kind of
they hint at him still being alive.
Like a fake death.
Yeah.
It's
Bowery,
possible,
right? Oh,
but-
my bad. Go ahead.
No, yeah, it's possible. I feel like it's left a little bit open-ended. I feel like he is really dead, but they leave it a little bit open-ended that he could possibly be alive, and that this was his way of disappearing and not having to deal with the table anymore and that whole thing.
Well, I mean, that would make sense though, because like he's done all this stuff and he's like gone through so many things, and now he's like, "Alright, I'm done."
Because
he kind of just disappears.
Here's the thing too: if like he survived that whole encounter and like the whole duel and everything, and like lived through that, he would have had to like still be under the table working for them.
Right.
So like that was also kind of his way of like being set free, was to die.
Yeah.
So we didn't have to deal with that stuff.
And that's what I told you when the movie ended. I was like, I think he's still alive.
Yeah.
But going back to the dialogue, the Bowery King, which was Lawrence Fishburne, is that his
Yeah,
name?
he is.
He was like, "Where do you think he is? Heaven or hell?" And then Winston was like, "Who knows?"
Yeah.
He walks up to the grave. He's like, "Goodbye, my son," something like that.
And then they have his dog too.
And then there's a shot of the dog, and then like the music started picking up. There was the open-endedness right there. Like, is he actually still alive and stuff like that? That's why I thought he was still alive. Like,
see, the thing is though, I feel like I'm all for having other stories in this universe, but I feel like this is a good movie to end.
yeah,
his
I think
arc on.
that's what they're trying to do. I think they're trying to.
I think it leaves it open for like just discussion, just kind of like
Yeah,
John Wick, like
exactly.
he's like seen as like unkillable. He's like he's just like
Now
that
maybe
guy.
in like a future movie it'd be cool to see like a cameo of him or something
Right.
if he is alive.
Yeah,
but I
like-
feel like this is a good way to like conclude his overall story.
like John Wick was like an old man, like
yeah.
Like, you know, you guys ever played Call of Duty Black Ops 2 where you have the option to actually kill Mason?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like it'll be something like that.
That'd
when
be-
he shows up as an old
yeah.
man, he's probably like that old man that he was
Yeah.
the mediator for the duel. But yeah,
Mhm.
but at the end, there's a end credit scene. It was Kane.
Mhm.
He was free of the table as well.
He's going to go see his daughter.
Yeah, he was walking up to go see his daughter. He was performing publicly with their violin, and the daughter of the Osaka Continental manager, the one that Kane killed, starts walking up to him with a knife, and that's where the movie ends. There was no like actual battle scene.
So if there is the next movie, it would probably pick up there.
It could,
yeah.
it definitely could.
It could be like his daughter died, and then he becomes like a killer.
Right.
Yeah.
It could be like a spin-off, a part of the spin-off.
There's so many things they could do. So many. Like, I saw another thing. They were like, oh, it'd be cool to see how John Wick actually got into the business, too. Because there's so many people, like, talking about, oh, he had this whole pencil thing, and he had this whole, like, impossible task that he did to get in and everything.
From Vigo. Sorry.
Yeah. And then another one, too, would be cool is, like we said, the manager, too. And then, like, there's just so much stuff they could do. So much stuff. And
that was basically it.
Yeah.
That's all John Wick, man.
Yeah, it was.
We've been talking about this for an hour.
I know, dude.
Yeah, this has been the entire podcast.
But
that was the whole podcast.
Listen, it was worth it. It was
it
worth
sounds like
it.
it was a good movie.
It was really
You're
good.
gonna have to watch all 4 of them.
You have to.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to
You
watch
got
them.
to.
When I have
They're
time.
really
worth
good.
it. Some of the best action fighting
movies.
scenes I've seen in a long time.
I mean, you see him on Instagram or whatever, just like John Wick stuff and
Yeah.
whatnot. So I mean, it's pretty cool. But what time are we at?
We're probably nearing the end.
160.
116. Yeah. So I think we're probably just gonna cut the game, to be honest.
Yeah.
We've already been talking for a while. But
That's
next,
insane. We were talking about that for like.
Yeah, it's
An
fun.
hour, dude.
I
That's
mean-
insane.
That's how it is sometimes.
but
We'll save the game for another.
We'll save
episode.
Hunter, our film major, our film buff
Wanted
guy,
to dissect.
He's a very big fan of movies.
it was
especially John
good,
Wick,
dude.
so.
It was good.
Is,
But-
is your voice tired?
It is.
Yeah.
My voice is dying.
It's like 1:30 right now.
Yeah.
Or it's actually
It's
almost
1:50.
2.
no, it's almost 2.
Yeah,
It's
almost
1:50
2,
in the morning on Easter. So.
Yeah.
God.
But I mean, yeah, I'm probably gonna have to watch them now.
Now he wants to watch.
I mean, it sounds like a good movie.
It is,
so I
yeah,
mean,
really
I've
good.
never watched John Wick's, but they sound cool. You know, it's a movie people always talk about a lot, and it's Keanu Reeves. Everyone loves Keanu Reeves, so I'm
Yeah.
gonna have to probably watch it. But
I have to call this episode John Wick 4
yeah, it's
review.
John Wick 4
Yeah,
review
that's
is
really
basically all this
entire
was.
episode.
But yeah, so thank you guys for watching. Make sure to go like and subscribe on YouTube. Go follow on Spotify, rate 5 stars, as well as on Apple Podcasts. You can find us and Amazon Music. So those will be in the description as well. We have the GoFundMe still out. So if you guys want to contribute to the podcast, we would greatly appreciate it, so that we can get some more equipment. You know, we've got the mics and whatnot coming in soon, and then maybe a new place for filming and whatnot. But yeah, if you feel so generous to do so, please do. And even if you don't have the money, just, you know, wish us some good luck. You know, anything helps.
Keep liking.
Keep liking. Most importantly, like,
Yeah.
comment, you know, just show some support. Tell us what you thought about John Wick if you've seen it before.
Mhm.
So we'd love to get your opinions and whatnot about it. But yeah, I think before we end, since it's
No.
episode
dude.
10.
No, not
episode
a
10, 10 big episodes.
No.
I think we gotta
Dude,
I think we gotta do it.
No.
Dude.
Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you in the next one.
See ya.